Hello, Jayesh. Thank you for coming and being here with us, especially for this episode of AI with AB. This is basically a storytelling series where we try to demystify AI one story at a time. But on account of the fact that you were one of our leading AI specialists responsible for building Agentforce, I really wanted to understand what's the science fiction movie that you like best? Because AI is beginning to become more and more, like science fiction, or rather fiction is becoming reality. So what's the movie that really enthuses you?
That's such a fun question. But before I forget that, thank you for having me here. It's just such a pleasure to come to India every time and just see the amazing startup energy and ecosystem that's building around AI. So just a pleasure to be here and great to be on your show.
Thank you.
My favorite movie is an adaptation of a book by Isaac Asimov called I, Robot.
Okay.
It's a very profound movie for many different reasons. If you haven't seen it.
No, I haven't. I must make a note of seeing it.
I highly recommend seeing the movie. And one of the great things in that movie is the 3 laws of robotics. And as we built Agentforce, we've designed guardrails within Agentforce. We've designed mechanics within Agentforce to ensure that it doesn't go, it works within the bounds of what is set for that particular agent. So I was inspired a lot by the 3 laws of robotics, which is do no harm, and 2 more that are interesting that I'll let you find out on you.
Okay, sure. I'll let you know once I've seen it. So tell me, we talk about agents, and then people keep asking this question as to what's the difference between chatbots and copilots and agents? How do you distinguish between the 3?
That's a very, very common question. And as technology has evolved, it is very natural that people ask that question because you're sort of mired in what is available today or what the legacy systems have been in production already. And one way to think about this is, the analogy I like to use is a vending machine versus a chef. If you think of a vending machine, it's a static menu that's offered to you. Now, a chef, taking a look at the menu, doesn't feel very different. There is still a static menu, but a chef can customize things on your behalf. And it turns out that it makes all the difference because humans are not sort of designed to work with static machines and static systems. So if you went to a chatbot, the old world chatbots or even copilots, which are not very dynamic, the interactions fail if you go off the happy path a little bit. Try talking to a chatbot that's built on any website. It sort of is helpful, but if you go off script, you don't get responsive back, and that's because there is no reasoning built in. It's a static dialogue which you get into with a bot, and it actually takes you down a second. In contrast, agentic systems are far more dynamic in what they can do. The systems that are actually built with agentic technology, they have their bounds can go beyond what a simple chatbot or a copilot can bring up. Turns out that makes all the difference from user experience standpoint and the ability to get jobs done standpoint as well.
So basically, it's the reasoning layer, I would say, that brings about this particular difference.
Exactly. So, again, as human, we can easily understand what a reasoning engine would do because we reason ourselves. We take a bigger problem, break it down into smaller problems, and we don't do that in a very static way. Often step 3 in solving a problem, if step 3 isn't working, you tweak that a little bit. We do this very, very naturally. So in Agentforce 2.0, which we just launched in December, one of the things we talked about with the agentic system is the 2.0 feature was actually self-reflection. The ability for a reasoning engine to reflect on the output of its work and then use that output to actually go do a better job. And we learned this from our customers. We had shipped Agentforce 1.0 and we realized that there is a big step missing, just self-reflection. Things of that nature are really, really exciting and what's coming into.
So great, wonderful. Great to hear actually, because self-reflection, I'd never thought that we'd be building into something that was not human.